So, guys, the amount of requests that I've got for this whole Diwali period is insane. I've never received such requests as long as I'm doing whatever I'm doing. But it's actually a very good thing because it means that a lot of people are actually seeking to know than rather to believe, which is a very good thing. Now, this is who I am. Also, I've also seeked to know. Now, we all have different ways in which we show gratitude. We all have different ways in which we try to express ourselves from a place of gratitude or based on our understanding of the events of the Ramayana. We all have different ways in which we'd like to show our appreciation, and that's perfectly fine. I won't say there's a right way or wrong way. Right? For me, I don't believe in right and wrong. I know there's a consequence for every thought, word, and action. So, based on your dimension of perception, based on your logical vibration that you are on, you would do things a certain way. So, you cannot ask somebody to do something which is beyond his dimension of perception. So, in most of the cases, generally, when somebody asks me what is the best thing to do, why I will resort back to the point of what I'm about to say is because if something is not within your dimension of perception, or if something is not within your dimension or from experience, it becomes very difficult for you to do that externally with the same vibration. You could be doing something externally, having a huge expectation, but internally your vibration is different. And remember, you only attract what you are internally. As above, so below, as below, so above, as within, so without, as without, so within. So, for me personally, I'm going to share with you what I do. For me, it's an everyday thing, right? Um, the whole Ramayana itself, you got to exhibit the qualities of the certain characters that played there from a point of devotion. You got to be, so Hanuman is devotion personified. You got to be devoted in something of your life. I mean, you got to be devoted in whatever it is that you're devoted in. 10% you will do well in, whether it's being in your work or whether it's being devoted in being an idiot. If you're devoted 10%, you'll become the biggest idiot like that. That's how important devotion is. Perseverance, resilience, dedication, passion. And most important out of all, it is dharmic, doing your duty, what you're supposed to be doing, what's asked for you to do, you should be doing. If you look at the characters there, so much of devotion Vibhishan had that he abandoned his kingdom and he walked away on the side of the light because he saw the consequences if he didn't do that. He saw the whole entire empire of his going downhill, and as a consequence of that, he walked away. And obviously, because of he was a Ram Bhakt as well, Ram devotee, so his love for the light moved him across. But that doesn't mean he never felt the pain of his dear ones that fell apart. In fact, he was the first one that screamed out when his brothers were slain than anybody else. So, whether these stories are true or not is not my place to say. But fundamentally, what I take out from this here is the qualities. We bow down to the qualities of each person that played a role in the Ramayana. Hence, we celebrate this particular day. Now, it's pointless in celebrating something that you do not understand. This is my perspective of it. For me to celebrate something that I don't understand, what is the celebration? So, for me, it's very important to start living the qualities of each individual that played a role in the Ramayana, and you can pick up a lot of it, a lot of things with each character. Jamban, you can pick up with the Sugriv, you can pick up with Hanuman, you can pick up with Lakshman. There's different characters that have qualities in them which is more or less the same with everybody. The strength levels are different, yes, that's purely because of the level of devotion, but you'll find the qualities in each person pretty much the same. The common things are resilience, devotion, dedication, passion, and the most important out of all is dharma, a dharmic way. So if you are paying attention to the qualities of these characters, then you are obviously celebrating. You are celebrating the return on investment of having these qualities. You are celebrating the return on investment of being in this vibration. And the way to do that is we bow down to the very essence that showed us the way. So ultimately, that's what it's about. That's how how I celebrate. I celebrate the return on investment of exhibiting those qualities, which has come from a certain source. So I bow down to the source. I'm grateful for it, and that's more about it. Whether I do three kind oil baths or not, no, I don't do all of those things, guys. You want to do that, it's good for you. So I do certain spiritual baths on a weekly basis, which I'm not going to talk about here. I've got different videos about that there. I do various cleanses in my home, certain meditation which cleanses the mind, body, and spirit. Anyways, it's a way of life, the way I eat, what I put in my body, the type of sadhanas I do. you know, solar gazing and all of this is very, very important in the cleansing process. It's a way of life. So it's not that one particular thing you must do on this particular day of Diwali. No, it's a way of life that leads you to this day. That's what I want you guys to understand. So I hope you understand that I cannot give you a way that you can follow, but I can give you a way that I do. And if you want to apply it that way, you can do it for you, and see the return on investment for yourself. Because for me, it has manifested in every facet of my life, from a mental space, a pranic space, a physical space, from a career, and obviously what I do from an awareness position. It helps you rise in vibration, and you become more aware of stuff that most people are not. So thank you very much, guys. Jai Shri Ram, and God bless you all.